Hi everyone, my name is Ellie Selevan, if anyone doesn't know, and I just want to share a short idea on the Parshat. This week's Parshat is Parshat Bo, and Parshat Bo and the ones right before basically talk about the Jews leaving. It's the story of the Jews leaving Egypt. And if you look at these Parshas, you're going to see that Moshe is all over it. He is the main character, and he was obviously very much involved in the Jews leaving Egypt. So it's interesting, if you look at the Haggadah, and the Haggadah is what we use on Pesach to retell the story of Egypt, you'll find that Moshe is only mentioned one time. And the one time he's mentioned is also even seemingly insignificant. It says, Vayamin b'Hashem b'Moshe avdo, and they believed in God and Moshe his servant. So even that seems almost very secondary and not really properly showing how Moshe was very primary. So I heard a really interesting answer from Rabbi Rosner, who told it in the name of Rabbi Zilberstein. So what he said was that the Haggadah is modeled after the first person to fulfill the mitzvah of retelling the story of Egypt, and that person was Moshe. So you can imagine Moshe, the most humble man of all, if he were going to tell the story. He's obviously going to include himself, but he's definitely going to make himself, not talk so much about himself and how great he is. He's going to include other people. He's going to talk primarily about God. So Rabbi Zilberstein says that that's what we do in the Haggadah, is that we model it after Moshe, the first person to complete this mitzvah. And I just like this idea because I thought it's really cool and really practical for our lives. Like, how many times do we tell stories and, we exaggerate it, we make ourselves seem like the star, and it's a big focus. Like, if you look to just count the amount of eyes that you tell in your story, it's a lot. So obviously, and everyone's allowed to talk with themselves and talk about the things that they do, but it's about creating that balance and also being others-oriented and not just being super focused on you, but being focused on everyone else around you. And if you talk about others, it also is going to obviously lead to your actions being more others-oriented. So my challenge for anyone listening is that this Shabbos, try to tell one story without using the word I once. All right, have a good Shabbos.